My name is Dr. Kenyon Godwin, and on today's show, you're going to get to know Godwin Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
You see my smile. Wait till they see your smile.
Hey everybody, my name is Desiree Mapp, and thank you once again for navigating the internet and finding your way to our show, the Getting to Know Show. Getting to Know is a show where if you are a small business or you own a small business, you run a small business, if you're an entrepreneur, we want to get to know you. We want to get to know your business, the inspiration behind your business. And today we're going to do just that with our very special guest for today, Dr. Kenyon Godwin of Godwin Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, thank you for accepting the invitation and also for allowing me to come in here and set up all of this stuff. It takes a couple hours to set up, so thank you for entrusting me to set up all my stuff. I'll promise to clean up.
No problem. I actually like the
that.
lights. They can actually stay.
Okay. Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to interview you was because I think you have a very interesting story. I think you have a very inspirational story, and I think a lot of people can benefit from having heard from it. So when I was writing the list of names of everybody I wanted to interview, yours was definitely on there. So again, thanks for the invitation. So speaking of your story, let's start at the beginning. Where are you from?
I'm originally from a town called Whitesville, Virginia. Yeah, I know. I get that look all the time. So Virginia, is the mainland, and then there's also a peninsula of Virginia, and I'm from that peninsula. It's actually called the Delmarva Peninsula, 'cause that's where Delaware is. So you have Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia, all on one little strip of land out in the Atlantic Ocean. So that's where I'm from
Virginia?
originally.
Is that north of DC or south of DC?
It's going to be
The peninsula.
southeast of DC.
Okay, southeast of DC. Okay. So how do you transition from the military to chiropractic?
Well, that's a good question. I learned about chiropractic while I was in the military. I know it sounds odd, but for me to be doing this, but growing up, I had never heard of chiropractic, so I had no idea what it was and didn't have an interest in it like that. But while I was in the military, I decided that I wanted to become a doctor. I wanted to help people get better. I had a medical job, and I used to get, this thrill when it came to being a part of helping save someone's life. Or it was huge for me. So I was like, man, I can do this. And but I had a little problem when it came to me and wanting to be a doctor. I didn't want to prescribe drugs because growing up, that wasn't what we did. We didn't take drugs or use medication. And the few times I had taken medication, I usually ended up feeling worse. So I was like, well, I don't want to, tell people to take medicine because I don't take medicine. I wanted to be congruent. I didn't want to deliver babies. I knew that for sure. And I didn't want to do surgery. So I remember thinking, with all this contradiction, well, how am I going to do this? So,
There's something in there.
Yeah, well, I just have to figure it out.
A lot of exceptions.
Some kind of way.
Yeah.
And so my anatomy instructor, while I was taking classes on base, happened to be a chiropractor in North Carolina. And he just talked about chiropractic all the time. And that's how he taught us the body. So one, I was like, man, this man is extremely knowledgeable about the body in ways I've never heard before. And then just his stories were just full of hope, and it was awesome. So I said, well, I don't know what that is, but I want to do that. It sounds natural. He's talking about exercise. He's talking about nutrition. All these natural ways of living that's leading to healing. So I asked him about it, and he gave me a little blip about what chiropractic was. And I said, all right, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I started that process then. It was a long process, but I started that process in the year of 2000 on my journey to becoming a chiropractor. Now, I didn't actually start chiropractic school and move here until 2007. So
we've talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about rehabilitation. We talked about chiropractic. We talked about health and wellness. Is there anything that you want to add?
Well, yeah, a few things. One, as far as chiropractic goes, it's very misunderstood. They say that only 4% of the population sees a chiropractor. And I just think that's really sad. Not solely because of my benefit of me being a chiropractor, but because of the things that I see on a daily basis. People come in here with so many problems and damage, and a lot of times all I can say is, I wish you could have come earlier, or you could have found someone earlier in life that could have told you or shared this information or helped you. And that's one of the worst things, is to see someone in a condition or state that now you're limited with helping them recover. You know, people deal with things, and that's why we have on the wall, pain is not a lifestyle, because people just get used to what they're feeling and just try to keep going and working through it, not knowing that their body one day is going to quit or shut down or stop. And then when they can't work, or they can't go to church, or they're missing games, then it becomes a priority. But your health is your number one asset. Doesn't matter what you work for, how much money you make. If you don't have your health, that's it.
Yeah.
So I just wish that people would actually look at their health overall and get beyond all the back and forth and bickering. And, you know, some doctors have a problem with my profession. I don't get into all that. I don't really care. I'm here to serve people and do my mission. And anybody who wants to help me with that, regardless of what profession they are, I'm all for it. Anything else, they can go somewhere else with that, right? The other thing is, I'm just a regular guy. You know, a lot of times people think that when you're a doctor that, you know, you're this superhuman or a super being. I'm really not. I have flaws like everybody else. I love to have fun. I'm very competitive in everything in life. You know, I love my kids. I have a dog. He's great too. And I didn't think I would have a dog ever, but I do. But I'm a normal person. When you come here in our office, this whole atmosphere is different. It's a different dynamic. I mean, I laugh and joke and pick on my patients every day. Sometimes, you know, they're probably like, this guy, you know. They know if they come in here and, you know, something's crazy or they say something, you know, they're going to hear about it. But I love that, though, because I feel like my office is a community within the community. Like, they're like my family, you know, so I take care of them. I know their family. I know their stories, you know, grandkids, whatever the case may be. I mean, we have families in here where I'm seeing the grandparent, the mother, the child, you know, it's pretty awesome. So at the end of the day, no matter what you do, what profession or business you have, we're all people. And so I don't get caught up in the title of being a doctor. I'm a doctor by trade or calling, but I'm a normal person. I love people, I love what I do, and I just want to help as much as possible. So that's the biggest thing. I just hope people understand that when you come here, I'm not an uptight guy. I'm not wearing a tie and a white coat.
He doesn't even have an office.
I don't have an office. I want to utilize every square inch here for serving people. That's why I'm here. I'm not here for me. I'm here to help people. So, like I said, I'm a normal person.
What special events do you have coming up? I know this was on Mondays or Tuesdays. You have information night.
Yes, on Tuesdays we do a Regaining Your Youth and Vitality workshop. So everybody has to get older. People just don't want to get older and feel old. So on Tuesday nights at 6:30 p.m. every Tuesday, we do Regaining Your Youth and Vitality. So teaching you, you know, what research says, what medical research says about you regaining your youth and staying healthy for a long time, having that longevity. Monday, October 13th, we're doing a very special workshop called Subtracting ADD. It's kind of like my play on words, where we're going to go into what ADD is, what's not ADD, but what to look for and how to take care of this naturally. Today, too many of these kids are on drugs, and it's actually just killing them one way or the other. So they're just becoming numb. And when you look at, unfortunately, a lot of these school shootings and things, majority of these people were on these types of drugs, either currently or in the past. So I just want to be a good steward over the information and knowledge I have. So I want to get that out there. It's going to be a very, very good workshop to learn some things about how to deal with that. And then October 27th, we're going to have health, weight loss 101. That'll be the last time this year that we offer our weight loss seminar, which walks you through everything you need to do to lose weight, not just for the sake of trying to quickly lose weight, but to be healthy and burn fat and be the person that God designed you to be. So those are the events we have going on. You can always call up here or check the website.
Are you accepting new patients?
Yes.
Okay. And how can people get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me several ways. You can call 817-557-2770. That's the main office number. You go to the website, www.txwellness, WELLNESSDOC.com. That's TexasWellnessDoc.com. We have a Facebook page. It's Facebook/Godwin Chiropractic. We have Twitter, which is Twitter then Godwin Chiro. And then email, you can email me at drkgodwin@gmail.com.
So you got the whole gamut covered.
I tried to. I tried to.
So thank you for taking the time out of your busy day. I know you have something to do right after this. And thank you for talking about chiropractic and the lifestyle changes and stuff that you guys promote here. And I wish you much success that's beyond what you can ask or think for. And thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
If you or someone you know would like to participate in the Getting to Know series, inbox us right here on Facebook or email us at info@sixmanprod.com. See you soon.
Our mission is to help families live longer, stronger, healthier lives.